Hello, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into the hidden truth about you, what lies beneath the surface, and what your higher self wants you to remember. The first group of cards we have here for you is the Emperor, the Hangman, and Justice. Okay, from the very first glance, your energy feels very powerful, very strong, composed, and untouchable. You give off the impression of someone who's in control, calming chaos, and impossible to sway. But there is something paradoxical about your aura. You seem distant, almost detached, but at the same time, there's a deep sense of protectiveness within you. And in the eyes of others, you are someone who holds authority, balance, and wisdom, maybe even a figure others rely on or look up to. You move life carefully, maintaining healthy distance from people and politics. You know when to stay neutral, when to stay silent. Or even at home, you are the steady pillar, not always present, but deeply responsible. To others, you appear serious, strong, and reliable. Whether or not you try to project this image, this is how the world sees you. Now let's look deeper. What lies behind that strength? The cards we have here for you is the Hierophant, Ten of Wands, and Nine of Wands. Okay, beneath that composed exterior lies a soul that's both tired and tender. You've carried many burdens, many expectations of others and of yourself. Outwardly you act with confidence and decisiveness, but inwardly there's hesitation, and sometimes even a quiet wish to start over. You've pushed yourself forward not because of blind faith, but because you refuse to fall apart. Your survival instinct is powerful, but it's also heavy. You have deep beliefs, strong moral codes, and a sacred inner faith. Yet those very beliefs sometimes become chains, keeping you from full freedom. I can feel you often choose order and duty over your own desires, sacrificing bits of your freedom for the greater good. And showing vulnerability, that's the one thing you rarely allow yourself to do. Now, we will reveal the light that lives beneath that shadow. The card we have here is Karma, the Sun, and the Queen of Wands. This is the rebirth energy, a total renewal of the self. Your higher self has already shown you what no longer serves you, the patterns, the fears, the false beliefs. You're stepping into a phase of clarity, confidence, and power. The real you is radiant, alive, trusting, and magnetic. You no longer need to prove yourself to anyone. Your light speaks for itself. The Karma card tells me you have another chance, a do-over, a moment of redemption or reconnection. And the sun shines on your path of freedom and joy. And the Queen of Wands reminds you your creativity and passion are enough. You don't need to struggle. You can succeed in ways that feel natural, inspired, and free. And finally, let's see how you can live this truth fully. The card we have here is King of Cups, Three of Wands, and Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is beautiful energy. This is emotional mastery and a graceful success. First, we have the King of Cups, and this card shows you are learning to feel deeply while staying balanced. You don't suppress your emotions anymore. You observe, understand, and channel them. And then the Three of Wands tells me your heart already knows where it wants to go. You are visualizing your next chapter, perhaps a new direction, a new opportunity, a new dream beginning to take shape. And lastly, the Nine of Pentacles reminds you you've earned the right to stand tall, confident, and independent. Your plans are solid, your progress is real. Celebrate every victory, because gratitude multiplies your blessings. And with the Eight of Wands card, everything begins to move quickly. So you don't need to rush, you don't need to force anything. Just to keep showing up as your true self, and watch how life responds with speed and synchronicity. I also drawn a Cosmic Insight card for you for an extra message here, and it's a simple message. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. A door you thought was closed may reopen, and this is your second chance, your moment of reversal. If you've been waiting for news, clarity, or connection, trust that it's on its way. The universe is aligning something beautiful for you. Just trust. You're safe to be seen, you're safe to shine, and your truth is your power. Okay, Group 1, wishing you all the best. See you next time. Hello Group 2, welcome to your reading. Let's begin by looking at your outer persona, or the mask you show to the world. You got a Two of Cups, Queen of Wands, and Knight of Pentacles. Okay, you come across as someone kind, approachable, and genuinely likable. People tend to feel an instant warmth when they meet you. It's not necessarily romantic, but they are drawn to your energy and want to be around you. You are easy to talk to. You connect with others effortlessly, and no matter who you're speaking to, there is something magnetic about your presence. In a crowd, you naturally stand out. You've got that unique style or star quality that catches attention, and people may assume you live a life that others envy. But you're not just a charm and looks. You've got depth, wisdom, and a practical side. You often have helpful advice, clever ideas, or useful resources to share, which makes you seem reliable and grounded. Even though you might have an active social life, you're very independent. You don't rely on anyone else for the validation. You find joy in your own world, following your unique interests and passions. Whether or not you build this image intentionally, this is how others see you. Warm, magnetic, reliable, and completely self-possessed. Now let's go deeper to see what lies beneath the surface. The cards here are Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and Six of Swords. And here's where things get interesting, because behind that open, confident exterior lies a deeply guarded heart. This card suggests a strong defensive mindset, perhaps shaped by past experiences of betrayal, deception, or even bullying. Maybe not something that happened directly to you, but you've seen or heard enough to become cautious. The Four of Pentacles shows that you protect both your resources and your emotions very carefully. Even when you appear friendly, there's always a quiet wall around you, one that keeps you safe, but also makes it harder for others to truly reach your heart. The Seven of Swords tells me you question others' motives. You observe, you analyze, and to respond strategically because you've learned not to be naive. And the Six of Swords, as does sometimes, rather than confront issues head-on, you might choose peace over conflict, even if that means brushing things aside. These are survival instincts. They protect you, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the cards gently remind you, if the walls stay too high, you might miss genuine connection or beautiful opportunities, like pretending not to care and later realizing you lost something that truly mattered. Now let's uncover the truth behind this shadow. We have the Ten of Swords, the Fool, and the Lovers. Okay, Group 2, your soul is calling for freedom, a deep spiritual rebirth. The message is clear. It's time to save yourself. And when you do, the universe will meet you halfway. If people around you or even your own mind keep telling you to accept things as they are or don't fight what's fated, this is your sign to question that. No matter how convincing those reasons sound, none of them outweigh the importance of rescuing yourself. The Fool here appears as a baby, pure, free, and reborn. It's about reparenting your inner self, nurturing the parts of you that were once hurt or silenced. You can start by having a conversation with your past self, out loud or in writing. Tell your story. Acknowledge your pain. Then speak to yourself with compassion. I see you. I understand you. I will protect you. It may hurt at first, just like the Ten of Swords. It can feel like reopening old wounds. But healing starts with honesty. Writing or speaking your truth brings clarity and release. And the Lovers tells us that once you break free from old emotional patterns, you meet a new kind of love, whether that's a soulmate or simply a deeper, unconditional love for yourself. For many of you, the inner healing will even help you discover your soul purpose. Finally, let's see how you can express your truth authentically. You have the Ace of Swords, Three of Wands, and the Hierophant. The Ace of Swords is victory. The moment you say to yourself, I've saved me, it's a promise of clarity and truth, a commitment to never deceive yourself again. The card also carries the energy of communication. It encourages you to keep expressing your truth through writing, reflection, or self-dialogue. In the beginning, your words might come out messy or emotional, and that's okay. Don't aim for perfection. Just let your truth flow. The Three of Wands invites you to visualize your ideal life, to start seeing and feeling the version of you that's already healed and thriving. And Hierophant shows your connection to higher wisdom, to philosophy, spirituality, or sacred teachings that bring peace to your spirit. You might be drawn to study, self-improvement, or spiritual growth, all of which help realign your energy and purpose. At the bottom of the deck we have here is Temperance, reminding you that healing and self-acceptance take time, but patience will bring you to inner balance and serenity. For the final message here, we have the card, Give it time, everything in divine timing, let things flow. Even if you can't see it now, the universe plan is always working in your favor. So take a deep breath, trust your path, and allow yourself to soften. Blessings to you, Group 2. May you live with peace, light, and a gentle strength. See you next time. Hello, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's begin by looking at your outer persona, the mask that others see. The cards we have here are the Hangman, Four of Swords, and Ten of Swords. At first glance, people may sense a touch of melancholy in your energy, a quiet depth that hints at untold stories. For some of you, you've gone through deeply challenging experiences, and perhaps share parts of them with others. When people hear your story, they can feel the pain and the tenderness behind it. Something about you makes them want to protect you. And for others, even if you've never spoken about your struggles, people still feel that energy. They sense the weight of something heavy and sacred, and while they may wish to help, they also recognize that this is something only you can walk through. There's another group of you who may not have endured painful events, but instead express this emotional depth through creativity. To others, you appear as someone incredibly artistic. Your work touches people's hearts, carrying themes of transformation, beauty, and a bittersweet emotion. Whether through words, music, or art, your creations have a healing power that resonates deeply. And for some, this depth shows up in a very different way. You might work in a technical or scientific field, something that requires precision and mental discipline. In that case, people see you as mysterious, even hard to read, someone who keeps their true self well guarded beneath a composed exterior. Now let's uncover what lies beneath the surface, the part of you that even you might not fully see. The cards are Strength, Depth, and Ace of Wands. This is an incredibly powerful trio. Your hidden self is far stronger than you realize. Even if you haven't fully tapped into it yet, this energy is already waiting within you, ready to awaken. Both strength and depth speak of karmic challenges and transformation, difficult lessons that ultimately lead to mastery. Once you pass through them, it's as if a light suddenly switches on inside you. Everything that once felt blocked begins to flow with ease. The imagery here feels like being handed a seed, without instructions, without knowing what it will become, and being asked to nurture it anyway. Along the way, distractions, tasks, and even competition appear. Yet, the Strength card confirms you already have every ability you need to overcome them. The question is not whether you can, but whether you believe you can. Because these cards appeared in a shadow position, it suggests that many of you haven't yet recognized your full inner power. The Death card in the center shows that at times, you may doubt your direction, wondering if you were taking a wrong path or if the darkness will ever end. But this card encourages you not to resist transformation. We know the Death card associated with Scorpio energy. The Scorpio energy here is emotional, intense, and deeply cleansing. It's not a path that's hard. It's the emotional resistance that feels painful. Even standing still in the dark is still darkness. But if you dare to open your eyes, you'll see that there is also light within it. Your soul lesson is clear. What once drained you will soon become your strength. What once felt loveless will bloom again. Next, let's see the truth, the light behind your shadow. The card we have here are the Moon, Two of Swords in reverse, and Eight of Swords. First, let me say this clearly. Your willingness to face your fears, to acknowledge your vulnerabilities and insecurities, that's an incredible strength. Many people spend their lives denying their pain, but you don't. And that courage gives you a natural gift for healing, both for yourself and for others. The Moon tells me that your intuition right now is heightened. perfectly attuned to inner work and shadow healing. Yet the reversed Two of Swords suggests you sometimes ignore your intuition, and together with the Eight of Swords, fear and anxiety can cloud your judgment or pull your focus away from your inner knowing. In those moments, your soul asks for quiet, solitude, not logic. When your mind feels restless, don't force decisions, don't analyze, and don't try to fix yourself with reasoning. Just return to stillness, because only when your heart is calm can you hear your intuition. It won't give you the answers at once. It won't tell you what the seed will grow into, but it will show you where to step next. Your understanding is expanding, your perception is shifting, and soon you'll look back with awe and say, now I see. That is the moment, the clarity and the completion that comes after the storm. And finally, let's look at how you can express your inner truth authentically. The cards we have here are Four of Cups, the Tower in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, your cards ask for peace, for slower, gentler rhythm. The Four of Cups shows that you are surrounded by support, even if you don't always see it. There are people and energies that truly care for you. If you've been feeling blocked creatively or emotionally, don't push yourself to do more. Instead, come back to calm. Your inspiration isn't gone. It's just waiting for the waters of your heart to settle. When your energy flows freely again, creativity will return naturally. Breathing practices or gentle meditation can help release that inner tension. The reversed Tower is a clear sign to pause before reacting, especially to external authority or pressure. If someone in a position of power is demanding something of you, take a step back. Don't rush to comply or defend. The Knight of Swords in reverse echoes the same message. No hasty moves, no quick decision. Your fears won't be solved by external validation, only by recognizing your own strength. If you give it to fear or authority that doesn't honor you, you'll reinforce the illusion of powerlessness. But when you stand firm in your truth, trusting your inner authority, you realign with your power. Both the reversed Tower and reversed Knight of Swords remind you that misplaced power must be corrected, and you are the one who can realign it. For the final message here we have for you is challenges. Make a decision. Work on inner healing. This perfectly ties together your reading. Whether you are currently facing outer challenges or still haunted by the past, this card reveals a deeper truth. The obstacles aren't truly outside of you. They exist within, waiting to be transformed. Your task now is to bring the strength hidden in your shadow into the light. Make Group 3 find spiritual freedom. Everything is unfolding for your highest good. Wishing you light, clarity, and renewal. Until next time.